This live stream is brought to you by Cybrary.it. If you're looking for IT training more specifically geared towards cybersecurity, please check out Cybrary.it. There's a link in the description below, and use the coupon code ITCQ50 to save 50% off your subscription. Yo, what's going on YouTube? Zach with IT Career Questions. Today we're talking about a controversial topic, or more specifically, controversial to me, because it's something that I wouldn't normally talk about, and that's because I highly discourage everybody to not avoid help desk as your first job. So what I'm saying is, help desk should be your first IT job. But because I get this question asked so many times, I get emails about this, I get people DMing me on Twitter about it, I get people on LinkedIn sending me private messages about it, people on Facebook, constantly. How can I bypass help desk? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. But again, I have to tell you guys, I highly recommend that help desk be your first IT job. And the reason for that is you guys will get so much knowledge out of the help desk. There's so many things that you're going to learn about a business environment by stepping into a help desk position. So before we get into that, just know that I encourage you to go down the route of help desk. But for the sake of this live stream, for the sake of this video, we're going to tell you how you can maybe bypass that. And there's some people out there who are more than capable of bypassing the help desk. And you guys are just brilliant people, very gifted, knowledgeable, and you guys put in the work and you can do it. So what you can do, and I think it's really common knowledge, right? And it's really, you guys have to put in this work. But there's a few things. And you're not just going to like graduate from high school and go land some network engineer position or a system engineer or system administrator position. It's not going to happen. If you guys want to get one of those positions, you're going to have to put in work. You're going to have to get certifications. I mean, there's no getting around that. Now you guys can go and graduate from college. And hopefully when you're graduating from college, you also have certifications to go along with that. And there's the possibility that you could graduate college with those certifications and land a position that's past help desk. Anything is possible, right? But what you need to do is really build your resume to the best of its ability. And what you can do outside of your college degree and outside of your certifications is, building your labs at home. That's going to be huge. And outside of building your labs at home is volunteering. If you guys can volunteer anywhere, just anywhere. I mean, if you guys are going door to door to every single business in your area saying, hey, if you guys need help with any IT work, please let me help you. That is going to help you. That's stuff that you can put on your resume that people are going to see. They're going to like that. That can actually help you maybe bypass a help desk job. It's true. So go do these, do the volunteer work. Look for internships. This is the stuff that, you might not want to do. You might not want to do volunteer work because it's free work, right? You're not going to get paid for it. And internships, they might pay like garbage. You might get $10 an hour, $9 an hour. Some internships don't pay anything. But what it does is it builds your resume. It gives you experience that you simply just don't have. And when you have that experience, it really will help you further your career and get you to a position that you want to be in. So when you do these things, it helps your career, guys. It really does. So if you don't want to be in help desk, these are the things that you can do to get you past the help desk, right? Right. This is what I'm telling you. Like, I still think that you guys should start out in help desk because you have no idea how a business environment works, right? And how an organization and all the different policies and things like that work. And just because you have studied many different certifications, and maybe you're certified in A plus, and you have Cisco certifications, and you have Microsoft certifications. You know the theory, right? You have this general knowledge of how technology works. However, you have not experienced it firsthand in a business environment, which is completely different. It's completely different than what you would expect and reading textbooks or even labbing at home. When you lab at home, you guys can put together scenarios based on, maybe some other people's recommendations and things like that. But until you get into a business environment, you simply have no idea what you're getting yourself into. It's a whole new world. So stepping foot into that, it's just a whole new ball game. So again, if you really want to advance yourself, it's building that resume. It's creating that foundation. And the more certifications that you can get, it will help you. Believe me, it will help you. But again, it's all about that experience. That experience is going to be one of the biggest things that can get you past the help desk initially. So internships, volunteer work are going to be two of the biggest things I feel like that will definitely help you bypass that. So I've kind of noticed out of the corner of my eye the chat is going crazy, so I apologize, but I really wanted to emphasize here with you guys, again, my thoughts and feelings about, avoiding the help desk. I don't recommend it, but because it gets asked so many times, I felt like I should at least talk about it and at least acknowledge that there are ways that you can bypass it. So, yes, there you go. That's how you bypass the help desk. I hope that answers the question that I get all the time. Let's go to the chat. I don't know if I want to scroll back up in the chat because it seems like there's a lot. So if you guys have questions, please feel free to ask away. Somebody just commented the help desk is a great foundation, which is absolutely true. It is the best foundation to really step foot into the world of IT. It really, really is. Let's see. Rogue Renegade said that they got their first help desk interview Friday. Let's see. Mostly help desk, but also that typical facility support. Heard a lot of help desk people do nothing professional. I don't know. There's a lot there. What do I think of Server Plus? I think the Server Plus certification needs some work. It's a great certification that lays the foundations, I think, but I think there's a new one coming out here pretty soon, and I'm interested to see what happens with that and what they do with it. The Server Plus certification it's a weird one for me. Somebody says help desk is the same thing as an IT support specialist. So it really depends on the business, and here's where IT titles get skewed, right? And I've said this like many times. The IT titles are so skewed in this industry, and businesses have really just I don't know, they've made the titles irrelevant, honestly. Sometimes when you look at a job description, and it could be for an IT support specialist, right? That IT support specialist in one business could read exactly like a help desk position that you just read for a help desk position in another organization. Same with like a IT support specialist job description could read just like a system administrator position in another organization. It's really funny how some of these job descriptions and job titles are labeled nowadays. It's so dumb. I hate it, but you really have to pay attention to the job descriptions and titles. Just make sure you read the job descriptions really thoroughly. Cybersecurity certification with a 2-year degree at a community college, okay? Yeah, it's okay. Sure. Depends on what you want to do. Alex Day, what training service do you recommend between IT Pro TV, CBT Nuggets, or Cybrary? So, what I can tell you is, I don't know if CBT Nuggets offers a free trial or not, but if they do, I highly recommend that you check out all 3 of them and join their free trials. I know IT Pro TV, pretty sure Cybrary offers a free trial. Join their free trials and see which one works out best for you. They all have different types of training, and one may work out better for you than the other. You know, that's the beauty of these different companies offering free trials. You know, I can tell you like which one that I prefer or which one I like for specific things, but that doesn't mean it's going to work great for you. So make sure you check out the free trials and pick the one that you feel like you will like the most. You know, you might find some of the trainers at Cybrary you like a lot. You know, you just click with those the most. Rogue Renegade, you have an interview for a help desk position this Friday. Tips for it, and also tips for the job itself should you land it. So tips for the interview would be just be honest. If you don't know something, be honest about it. That's always just a great tip in general. So if they ask you a question, you don't know that technology or whatever, you know, I don't know it, but always emphasize the fact that you're willing to learn. You're eager to learn. That is really, really important. And if you are great with customer service, make sure that you can emphasize that as much as possible. Help Desk is all about servicing end users. So as much as you can, you know, tote that you are great with users and that customer service, try to talk about that as much as possible. I have a lot of videos that talk about interview tips and what you can expect in the Help Desk. So you can check that out. What do I think of AWS certifications in the Chicago area? I think it's a great idea, for sure. Ivan Thomas, you got your first role on Help Desk 8 months ago after getting your degree. Loving life so far on the Help Desk. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. What cert would I recommend mostly to get into cybersecurity? You will have a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity soon, but you worry it's not enough even with you working Help Desk full time now. Well, it depends on what area of cybersecurity you want to get into. Security Plus is always a great start to get your foot in the door. Let's see. Any advice on how to build a resume designed with IT in mind? You've worked in the medical field for 15 years, and so your resume looks like it's meant for hospital jobs. Well, I mean, do you have any certifications that relate to IT? That's going to be kind of difficult, but what you're really going to have to do is start, you know, tailoring your experience or what you're doing in your free time and things like that, and make your resume relevant to IT, you know. Do I recommend Coursera? I've never personally used it, so I can't recommend it. I mean, I've heard good things about it. That's all I could tell you. Steve Gee, I missed your question. Let's see. You have been unemployed for over a year. Could really use some help tips. Just, hold on one second. All right, so hang on. I got to fix this thing for my baby here real quick. But you've been unemployed for over a year, and when somebody tells me that they've been unemployed for over a year, the first question I'm going to ask you is, are you applying for everything? Because if you're not applying for every single job that you see that you're qualified for, then that's your first problem. If you are applying for every single job that you see that you're qualified for, then there's probably a problem with your resume. If you know you're going on a year unemployed, have you been studying for certifications? Are you trying to get certifications in your downtime? Are you putting in any work on maybe home labs or anything like that? Anything relevant that you can add to your resume during your downtime. It's all about trying to boost that resume. Excuse me. Try to find some internships, some volunteer work that you can do. Anything to make that internship, or anything that you could do to make that resume stand out. You got to put in that work. Excuse me, sorry. Let's see. I apologize if I miss anybody's questions or ignore. If you feel like I ignore your questions, it's not my intentions. Let's see, Andre, you have A plus, Net plus, Security plus, 2 associate's degree in IT, good enough for IT officer position. What do you mean by IT officer position exactly? Alex, hello, and you're welcome for these videos. Incredible brother, what's an IT officer? Yeah, I kind of felt the same way. Let's see. What's up, Daniel? How you doing? Jesse R, why are help desk jobs so low pay? I actually just did a video on that. Well, not just did. I did a video on that like maybe 6 months ago. The toxic truth of help desk. That's what I think I titled that video. And I talked about why help desk jobs are so low in pay. It's a great question, but yeah, there are a lot of help desk jobs out there that pay just like absolute crap. And it's unfortunate, but I would strongly suggest you watch that video so I don't have to go over that in the stream again. Let me mute my mic here real quick so I can cough. All right. Steve Gee, been sending 15, 20 resumes a day. Been studying for the A+ cert. Yeah, man, you just got to keep going at it, bro. Yeah, let's see. Hybrid moments. People always recommend trying to get into temp jobs. That's a great idea. Reach out to recruiters. That's a great idea too. Kelly Williams, fresh graduate here of an associate's degree. Congratulations. Best site to job hunt. I'm a huge fan of Indeed.com. I love Indeed. You can also use like LinkedIn. If you're looking to get into the education field, there's K12jobspot.com. I like K12jobspot a lot. I've gotten like 2 jobs from that site right there. Boo, you just want to say thanks for what you do, bro. Honestly, your videos inspired me to study for your A+. Keep up the good work. That's all. Good luck to you, first of all, and you're welcome, and thank you. I love those comments, so thank you. Garcia Gaming, where's the best place to go to get an internship, or how do you acquire them? So, best place to acquire an internship. You have to put in the work for that, man. You're just going to have to go door to door, almost. Reach out to friends, family who work in, any type of business that has an IT team essentially, and see if they need help. That's going to be a great start. You can go on the K12 job spot that I just mentioned, K12 job spot. So it's K12jobspot.com. I'll put it in the chat here. K12jobspot.com. That's businesses, and look. You can look on Indeed. Indeed might have. I think they often have internships posted. You can check on LinkedIn, see if any internships are posted. The best bet is going to be a lot of word of mouth too with that type of stuff. So reach out to friends and family. Let's see. Trying to read all the chat. Sorry, guys and girls. Should you get a job at Helpdesk that doesn't have advancement opportunity to get the experience as brand new to IT? Yes, absolutely. So here's the thing, like the turnaround in IT, like jobs, is about 2 to 4 years. You're typically going to be in one position between 2 to 4 years. Sometimes less than that, which is okay. So if you land a Helpdesk position and you're there for 2 years or a year and you find a new job and you advance yourself, that's great. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So if you just stay at that location and you're not going to advance at that location, but you use that as a stepping stone, that's okay. Do that. there's a lot going on here. Let's see. Will the BS in computer forensics get me into cybersecurity? Anything is possible. Anything can get you into cybersecurity, just like anything can get you into IT. Anything is possible. Ramon, will the 901 and 902 testing change this year because you just started studying A+ about a week ago, and when should you schedule your testing? So the 901, 902 testing, what is it, July 1st? That test like expires, so you won't be able to take the test after July 1st. I think. Let's see, 901 expire date. What is it? It's available till July 2019. I don't know the exact date. I would just say, if you're just now starting to study for the A+ certification, start studying for the new A+ core series. Yeah, I can't find the exact date. I always forget when that exact date is, and people ask me all the time. I should know that like by heart now, or off the top of my head, like always. But I always forget. But yeah, if you're just starting to study for the A+, go for the new core series, for sure. Yeah, so I hope this helps you guys out there who are looking to get into IT and thinking that you can bypass the help desk. I strongly go against that. I don't think you should bypass the help desk. It's possible for some of you out there to bypass the help desk, but don't do it. Don't do it. What's going on, Wesley? Sand, what do I think of James Charles and all the drama? Who's James Charles? I don't know who that is. Is CCNA recommended for cybersecurity? CCNA is recommended for cybersecurity if you're going to be like in pen testing and positions and stuff like that. Dalton, you just landed a job as system administrator. We'll be doing help desk stuff first, then infrastructure as you prove why. Any new tips for system administrator? Oh man, there's a lot of tips I could give you, I guess. But yeah, you're going to have to basically take a lot of notes. I'm hoping somebody's training you, right? Hopefully somebody's training you. You're shadowing somebody. It's going to be a lot of note taking. A lot of note taking. You should be asking a lot of questions. System administrator is a pretty big deal, especially if you're managing many systems or you're managing backups or spinning up VMs and, different things like that. That's, a pretty crucial role in environments. So it's better to be safe than sorry. If you're unsure, always ask. It's, I would rather somebody ask me a stupid question, right? No question stupid, I guess, right? Like that's always the saying. But I would rather somebody ask me like a silly question than screw something up. So always ask before you do anything silly. What's up, Hacking Tutor? What's going on, Kalish Dave? Alex, any thoughts on the Parrot OS? I actually have a laptop over here that has Parrot OS on there, and I like it. It's different. It's definitely like a lot different than like Kali, as far as like the GUI goes. I mean, it's cool. It's like what do you want to do with it? Is it going to serve the purpose that you want? Like, does it serve the purpose that I want? Sure. Am I using it to the ability that it should be used for? No, not yet. But, it's all right. It's Linux. It's Linux on a laptop. So it's fun. That's about all I could say about it right now. So, anyways, let's see, small company, okay. Anyway, if I got like another 5 minutes or so, so if you guys have a couple questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope I helped you guys out. I'm always happy to help and answer the questions you guys have and be here for you and do what I can. Sand Mouse, I have no idea who that is. What is my job rather than YouTube? You're looking at it. Jeremy, any tips on how to get a job in IT after having an associate's degree and 1 year of IT tech internship and haven't got a job but been on multiple interviews? Well, again, so one thing I always say is apply for everything. Make sure you're tailoring up your resume for each different job that you're applying for. So that meaning when you are applying for, each of these different jobs, look at their job descriptions and see if you can tailor your resume a little bit to fit what they're looking for. And even with your cover letter, every time you're submitting a cover letter, try to tailor that cover letter to be more specific to that job. That can definitely help you out. But you just got to keep pushing, man. You just got to keep applying for everything that you can. Do I know of any good ways to experience with Linux? You saw a 30-day challenge on my other channel. You're wondering if you should try the same VirtualBox. Ubuntu is pretty cool. Yeah, VirtualBox is going to be a great way for you to try out Linux. It's so incredibly easy to spin up a virtual machine with Linux. So definitely try that. Is converting from contract position to full-time difficult? It really depends on what that contract entails and what that business is looking for. Everybody's different. Every business is different. A lot of these help desk positions require clearance. Should I still apply even if you don't have it? Well, if they require clearance and you don't have it, you're not going to get it. When you're applying for jobs that have clearance, I'm guessing they're some type of government job and things like that. So, yeah, unfortunately, you have to have clearance for those types of positions. So, there's that. All right. That's all I got time for because I got to go help the wife out and the new baby. So, thank you guys for joining the live stream. I always appreciate that. I'm going to try to do more of these. It seems like this was a decent time to do it, so I'll try to do more of these during the day. Try to do some at night. I always say that, but, life is crazy. If you guys follow me on LinkedIn, you know that my daughter almost burned down our house last week, and that was kind of crazy and just unbelievable. So, yeah, if you guys don't follow me on LinkedIn, it's linkedin.com/in/IamNerdy. Please connect with me. Feel free. And that's all I got for you guys today. So have a great day, and you guys can catch the follow-up of this, I don't know, after it's done uploading and all that fun stuff. So take it easy and keep learning.